Hey everybody, back again with my newest pickup video. Had another get together with the St. Louis Retro Gamers out at Alex Souza's place. Very cool little thing. I was there for a few hours, did a little trading, traded with Alex, bought a couple of things. But anyway, I had a N64 smoke gray controller in a blister pack. It was unopened, it wasn't in the greatest shape, and Alex had said he wanted it, so I traded him that. I traded him a boxed 7800 game, which was basically worth nothing. I believe it was Pole Position 2. And then I traded him a N64 generic pad, super pad, in box. And so out of that, I got some N64 games. I got Banjo-Tooie, which I needed, so now I've got Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie. Pokemon Stadium 2, which I also needed. So I've got both Pokemon Stadiums now. I got Duke Nukem 0 Hour, which I'm a big fan of the Duke Nukem series. Even Forever has some things in it you might like, as bad as it is. So I needed that. I like that game actually. Then I got Shadow Man, which is a decent game. It's not great, but kind of a cool game. So I traded that stuff for the stuff I told you to Alex. So there's a pretty good deal there. I think we came out about even on the trades, so those are cool. Then Joe Braun from St. Louis Retro Gamers was there. I went down and looked at his stuff, and he had a couple of things I wanted to pick up. So I got Bio Freaks for N64, which I didn't have. Nice little burn-in for Hollywood Video. Thanks a lot, Hollywood Video, on the back there. But, you know, the card will still work, I'm sure. Star Wars Demolition for the Dreamcast. I've always thought this is kind of a cool idea. I don't think it's a great game, but didn't have it, so I figured I'd pick it up. And then I got Kessen, which is a Koei game, of course, similar to Dynasty Warriors, things like that. But I never actually played it, but it's supposed to be a decent game. It's not worth a whole bunch, but pretty decent. So I got those from Joe. Next, Matt Gurley from St. Louis Retro Gamers was there, and he had seen at Trading Games this, Dissidia Duodecim 012, I guess that's how you say it. But it's a Final Fantasy game, and as some of you know, I collect Final Fantasy games. I've got a pretty large collection of Final Fantasy games. There's actually about 25 I don't have to complete the set. And it's mostly like offshoot games. The core series, all I need is a SNES Final Fantasy 3. I haven't gone boxed yet, but I've got two. I just need SNES Final Fantasy 3. And I've seen it many times. I'm cheap and I don't want to pay like $40, $50 for it. So I'm hoping to find it in the wild. It's kind of like fun for me to have that out there that I need. So once I find it, you know, that'll be good because I'll have the whole core series. But yeah, so still about 25 games. Stuff like Chocobo Tales and some of the Wii offshoots of Crystal Chronicles and things like that. I don't have all of those. I have some of those, so I'm still looking for those. But very happy to get Dissidia, so I need the other Dissidia, obviously, because this is the second one. But very happy to get that. Appreciate Matt getting that for me over there for 10 bucks. I thought it was pretty good. Next, I was at Goodwill today, actually, and they had 50% off media. This was one in Chesterfield. Didn't have much going. I just happened to glance in the case, and I saw this guy, the Wii U Skylander Swap Force. I have younger kids, some of you know. And they really like Disney, and my 4-year-old really likes Disney Infinity, so I figured I'd pick this up, and I asked how much it was. Well, they had it marked for 50 bucks. So I said, well, does that give me half off? And the guy's like, yeah, because it's a game. So I got it for 25. I don't really think it's worth much more than that. It's got, it's boxed, unopened. But, my son will enjoy playing it, so I went ahead and picked it up. So it's kind of cool. Then the other day, I was at Goodwill. And this was one over in Lake St. Louis, and they had some NES games. I had most of them. None of them were in great shape, but I don't have Skater Die 2, but now I do. So I got that for $3 at Goodwill. Skater Die 2 came in a nice little, black slipcase, obviously. Then I picked up Enter the Matrix, which, for what it wasn't a great game, but this was complete. I actually beat this game to completion. I enjoyed it. It's not what we wanted out of a Matrix game, but I don't think that was ever going to happen. But for what it was, this is not a bad game. It got a bad rap because everybody wanted to play as Neo, obviously, and you ended up playing this Ghost and Niobe throughout this game. I think I played through it as Ghost, which he was a better character than Niobe, in my opinion. But decent game, $3. I'll do that. Didn't have it, so. And then this one, which is a decent game. It wasn't great by any stretch of the imagination, but Kill Switch for Xbox. I believe this came out on PS2 also, but I picked this up for $3. It is complete. Discs are in good condition. But yeah, for $3 I'm going to pick that up. Next, and lastly, what I got, Alex had this sitting in there. He had found it at Goodwill at the St. Louis Retro Gamers Meetup. He had it sitting in his house. And I looked at it, and I always thought this was kind of a cool thing. I'm not a big collector's edition guy, and this didn't actually have the game, but I've got the game to put in it anyway. But what it is Killzone, the 3, the Hellgast edition. So, very cool. Nice little cool box it comes with. So I'm going to open it up. And if you haven't seen this before, it's pretty darn cool. First, it came, and some of the insert packaging is missing, but first it came with the Hellgast figure, obviously half stealth cloaked. These guys are always very cool design. I'm not a huge fan of the Killzone series, but it's a decent series. As you can tell, that's still actually in the plastic packaging. Doesn't look like it's ever been taken out. Then it comes with, inside the box, the Hellgast helmet. Cool little tubes and things. And what happens, what you do is you pull the helmet up and off, and inside is where the game is. I haven't put the game in there. And then it comes with a pretty cool art book. So I'm going to flip through this art book real quick for you. Kind of some cool, artwork from the series. Killzone's a decent series. Like I said, it's not one of my favorites, but I do like it. So that's what that came with. So this will be a nice shelf piece to put up on the shelf behind me above my Nintendo games, or on my other shelf above my Blu-rays and my PS2 and PS3 and stuff like that. But yeah, so that's what I got this week. If you're in the St. Louis area and you haven't joined the St. Louis Retro Gamers on Facebook, our group is a very kind of tight group. We have meetups occasionally. I think we're going to have another meetup in May at least, maybe one in April even. We get together, we trade, we have fun, we play games. You should check it out. Definitely check it out. But until next time, thanks for watching.